Hey guys, just a little follow-up to my last video. I apologize for my voice. I have a little bit of a cold, so I probably sound terrible, but the thread I mentioned over on MrBowling300.net forums, Keith's forums, Mr. Psycho put up a nice video explaining a lot of the rake stuff, and there was just a couple other things that had come up that I wanted to show you. He did a good job of going over the stuff up top here. Your rake lift shaft, your rake sweep shaft. This is a stationary shaft here in the middle, but he did a good job going over all that, all the linkages and everything that tripped the shotgun. I just wanted to mention on the original A's, if you're wondering, I mean, none of this was here, obviously. The shotgun was just a stationary link. It looked similar to this. I've seen them before. Obviously, it was a little bit longer, but I believe for adjustment there was a standard measurement for that. So I wanted to bring that up. A couple of other differences between the A's and A2s. One is right here, the cycle solenoid, which you can see on the one house that has a couple lanes in the basement of service. They have factory A2s, and as I mentioned in other videos, this is facing the opposite way. As far as I know, the converted ones face like these do, because all of ours do. So that's the difference here is, if you look up here on the detector, you have these posts sticking up. Your A cycle solenoid was actually mounted right here. And instead of pulling straight up and down, it pulled more of at a diagonal angle to trip the gearbox clutch. So that was one difference I wanted to show. These detectors are very old too. These are, like I mentioned, these are really old machines. This is your standing pin selector. Has this projection on it. Supposedly they were supposed to come up with some kind of foul cycle or something that just never happened, and they stopped. And I'll go down to the last four, because this is different. The last four are newer, and they look more like what you would expect. So that's one thing I wanted to point out. Since these are so old, there's actually 3 different types of rake cams. There's really, really old A rake cams like these have. There's more stock A rake cams like the other 4 have, and then there's the A2 like Mr. Psycho showed in his. I'll definitely put a link to his channel. I'm going to put his make his channel a featured channel on my channel page also, because he's got some cool stuff up there. If I can get in here. If you could see it or not. This one's stamped November 1st, 1957. You notice the green paint, that's since it's an Otis one. The ones down the other end are actually stamped with, some of them were stamped April 30th, 1956. So I'll just take a quick little voyage here and see if I can find one of those. There we go, there's one. I never noticed that before on that lane. I don't know if that's the only one like that or not. Just turn the camera here. You can see it. April 30th, 1956. That's just, that's probably just the production date for the rake cams. But, there are some slight contour differences between these cams and the other ones. Nothing major. You'll see these, they look extremely similar, but these don't have the date stamped or anything like that on them. Very similar to the big over travel on the outside, and just the regular rake cam on the inside there. But I wanted to show that, and also he showed the long turret bolt coming all the way up, and I actually did not know that there was a difference between A's and A2s, but in factory A2s there is a difference back here. He showed it briefly in his one video, which is linked in that thread. Your 10-pin side jack shaft here. You got your magnetic clutch back there. I don't know how well that's going to come out. Where the pinwheel belt is right here. It stops your pinwheel in the rollers are up, and there's a big pulley with your cross drive belt on the back, which drives the, so that both pulleys are driven from the motor to elevator belt. But this is what that looks like. Back here is your cross conveyor drive belt, which comes down, wraps around that pulley, and the pulley down there to drive the cross conveyor belts, and right here to come down, and up here this is the back of your long turret belt. He did show this on his old machines briefly in a clip. I just wanted to give you guys a little better shot of it in case you were interested in that. So just a couple of things I wanted to add to it. He did a nice job also mentioning the triangular plates here being different. The A cushions were mounted differently. Had these big tubes that came up. They're commonly called hockey sticks. That's their slang term. Everything seems to have a slang term. I think the shotgun's actually called like the rake trip assembly or something, but nobody calls it that. So that's about it for now. I just wanted to show that to you. Oh, I said I was going to show you guys the detector also. These are all converted A's, but these are just a little bit newer. You can see the mounting still here where the old solenoid used to be. And where that big projection was, it's not there on this one. This is how most of them are. I had never never worked with machines this old before, so until I saw those first 8 machines, I never saw that, but that's that same mechanism. It had that big thing sticking up off of it. But that's about it. Just a couple of things I wanted to show. And that's about it for now. Check out the forums in that thread if you're interested. There's some really cool stuff. He's got, pretty sure they're either factory A2s or Jap A2s because they have Scotch yokes and everything. I showed the lowering links in mine. Right here, the 2-to-1 assembly. That's a lowering link. But yeah, that's about it for now, guys. So thanks as always for checking out the videos, for liking, commenting, subscribing, and everything. Check the video out over at MrBowling300.net. Check that thread if you're interested, and I'll talk to you later, guys.